Welcome to the best 100 curiosities and hidden secrets of movies that will forever change how you see them. Let's begin. 1. In Back to the Future, the courthouse clock always shows 8:20, because that was the time Robert Zemeckis used to return home from school as a child. 2. Marilyn Monroe's iconic pink dress in The 7-Year Itch was originally meant to be white, but the designers dyed it pink so it would stand out better in Technicolor. 3. The actor who plays Darth Vader doesn't provide the voice. David Prowse was the man inside the suit, but his accent was too comical, so they had to dub him. 4. In Toy Story, the numbers 411 appear constantly. It's the birthday of director John Lasseter, January 28, 411. A numerical error in the original fact, January 28 is 128, not 411. 5. The shower scene in Psycho used chocolate syrup for the blood, because it looked more realistic than red artificial blood in black and white. 6. Godzilla's roar was created by rubbing a leather glove against the strings of a double bass and then slowing the sound down. 7. In The Shawshank Redemption, the final scene of Andy and Red on the beach was filmed secretly because the studio didn't want a happy ending. 8. The T-Rex effect in Jurassic Park was achieved by mixing full-scale animatronics with computer-generated imagery. A revolution for the time. 9. Bruce, the shark in Jaws, was named after Steven Spielberg's lawyer, and he constantly broke down, delaying the shoot. 10. In The Shining, Shelley Duvall wasn't acting when she was distressed. Director Stanley Kubrick subjected her to real exhaustion to get her surrender. 11. The Millennium Falcon spaceship in Star Wars was inspired by a sketch of a hamburger bite with an olive next to it. 12. The Scream mask was found in an abandoned house during pre-production and was bought for $1. 13. In The Matrix, the falling green code is actually a sushi recipe that the designer's wife had handwritten. 14. Jack Nicholson's famous line in The Shining, "Here's Johnny," was his improvisation, which Kubrick decided to keep. 15. All scenes in The Dark Knight featuring the Joker have the sound of a bee buzzing hidden in the soundtrack. 16. In Forrest Gump, the bench where Tom Hanks is waiting constantly changes between takes, a famous continuity error. 17. The octopus in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was real, and it escaped several times, delaying the shoot. 18. The Disney movie The Lion King was initially planned as a documentary about animals in Africa with the title King of the Jungle. 19. In the movie Alien, the chest-bursting scene used real animal blood and guts. The actors were not warned, and their reactions of disgust are genuine. 20. The song My Heart Will Go On from Titanic almost didn't exist. James Cameron didn't want songs in his movie, but Celine Dion convinced the studio to record it. 21. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford was sick the day the fight scene with the swordsman was scheduled, so he decided to simply shoot him. The scene became history. 22. Buzz Lightyear's full name in Toy Story is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, Gamma Unit. 23. The cult movie The Big Lebowski has a dedicated festival called Lebowski Fest that is celebrated in various cities around the world. 24. In the Ferris wheel scene of The Shawshank Redemption, Tim Robbins is not actually under the rain. Multiple off-camera hoses were used. 25. The monster in The Thing was built with syringes, balloons, and remnants of a car engine, and was so repulsive it scared the actual cast. 26. Goofy's laugh is not a normal laugh. It's the sound of a goat mixed with the voice of actor Pinto Colvig. 27. In Finding Nemo, all the bubbles were animated by hand. No automated simulation system was used. 28. The movie Pulp Fiction has a briefcase whose contents are never revealed. Fans believe it is Marcellus Wallace's soul. 29. The Godzilla suit weighed over 100 kilos and only allowed the actor to breathe for 30 seconds at a time. 30. In the mirror scene of Contact, the little girl is actually Jodie Foster, with digital effects to rejuvenate her. 31. The name of Pixar's production company, A113, is a reference to the computer lab classroom address where it was created. 32. Hannibal Lecter's mask in The Silence of the Lambs was based on a design for a polio respirator. 33. In the movie Shrek, the character of Fiona was the first princess in history to be reinterpreted with motion capture. 34. The famous Star Wars phrase, "May the Force be with you," was not in the original script. It was added in reshoots. 35. All Hayao Miyazaki movies have a shot of an airplane flying. It's his personal signature. 36. In Jurassic Park, the sound of the Dilophosaurus was created by mixing the sound of a swan, a cricket, and a whale. 37. The movie Cloverfield was initially titled Cheese, in reference to the angle the Statue of Liberty had when it fell. 38. The Iron Man suit was actually a physical armor that Robert Downey Jr. had to wear, weighing over 30 kilos. 39. In the movie Spirited Away, the character No-Face had no dialogue in the original script. His popularity led to him being given more prominence. 40. The Terminator line, "I'll be back," was said with a different intention. It was originally, "I'll come back," but Arnold Schwarzenegger suggested the change. 41. The movie The Goonies was so secret that the child actors received their script on the same day of filming each scene. 42. In the Disney movie Aladdin, the genie's voice was Robin Williams improvising for hours. 43. The design of the porgs in Star Wars was created to disguise the presence of real puffins nesting at the filming location. 44. The famous Ferris wheel scene in the third Jurassic Park installment was filmed at night because the Spinosaurus animatronic didn't work during the day. 45. In the movie The Sixth Sense, the color red appears in every scene where there is an element from the world of the dead. 46. The name of the whale in Finding Nemo, Dory, means adored in Greek. 47. The movie The Avengers had a script of only 30 pages because Joss Whedon relied on the actors' improvisation. 48. In the Harry Potter saga, Daniel Radcliffe's scars changed position between takes, a famous makeup error. 49. The movie Mad Max Fury Road was completely storyboarded as a silent comic book before filming. 50. The iconic poster for E.T., the extraterrestrial with the fingers touching, was inspired by a painting by Michelangelo. 51. In the movie Pan's Labyrinth, the faun was originally going to be fully animated, but was changed to an actor with prosthetics. 52. Pikachu's laugh in Detective Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds' voice processed to sound like the character. 53. The movie Inception uses a French song from the 30s for the dream sequence. The song is called Non, je ne regrette rien. 54. In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movie, Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst's kiss was filmed upside down for a better angle. 55. The office coffee machine in The Matrix is the same one used by the visual effects employees. 56. In the Disney movie Beauty and the Beast could not be a real animal. He was designed with parts of several animals to make him unique. 57. The Blair Witch Project was filmed with a budget of only $60,000, but grossed over $200 million. 58. In the Fast and Furious saga, the cars use electric motors so their sound is more intense and cinematic. 59. The movie The Incredibles has a secret short where Jack fights a raccoon. 60. The name of the company Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory comes from a brand of chocolate that the author Roald Dahl tasted as a child. 61. In the Lord of the Rings movie, scenes with characters of different heights were achieved with actors on stilts or with forced perspective. 62. The famous line from Jerry Maguire, "You complete me," was improvised by Tom Cruise. 63. The movie Coco was originally centered on Thanksgiving and not on the Day of the Dead. 64. In the movie Batman Begins, the Batmobile was designed inspired by a bulldozer and a Lamborghini. 65. The Hunger Games movie used real trained dogs for the mutt scenes. 66. In the Star Wars movie The Force Awakens, the character of Maz Kanata was created entirely with motion capture. 67. The intro song of Jurassic Park can be played with just 2 notes on a piano. 68. In the Grinch movie, Jim Carrey's suit was so uncomfortable that he needed a coach to endure the filming. 69. The movie The Lion King has a continuity error where the night stars form the word sex. 70. Gollum's voice in The Lord of the Rings was created by imitating the sound of cats vomiting. 71. In Avengers Endgame, the final script was given to the actors with fake pages to prevent spoilers. 72. The Wizard of Oz movie was initially filmed in black and white, and the color was added afterward. 73. In the movie Kill Bill, the protagonist's yellow suit is a tribute to a martial arts movie by Bruce Lee. 74. The movie Ratatouille had a real scientist advisor who studied the sense of taste in rats. 75. In the Star Wars movie A New Hope, Han Solo shoots first, but the scene was edited in later versions. 76. The Exorcist movie used the sounds of bees and pigs for the demon's voice. 77. In The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio ate a real bison liver. 78. The Charlie's Angels movie used so many practical effects that the team flew a real airplane inside a hangar. 79. In The Truman Show, the sky is fake and moved with ropes. The supporting actors knew, but Jim Carrey did not. 80. The movie The Conjuring is based on a real case of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. 81. In The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's scar is not real. He applied the makeup himself with a razor. Correction, the original fact says it's real, and he did it with a razor. This is an urban legend, the scar was makeup. 82. The movie Avatar had to wait more than 10 years for technology to allow the creation of the world of Pandora. 83. In the Star Wars movie Rogue One, the character of Princess Leia was digitally recreated using archive footage. 84. The Nightmare Before Christmas movie was filmed with stop-motion dolls that had thousands of interchangeable facial expressions. 85. In the Fifth Element movie, the alien language spoken by Milla Jovovich was created by the director Luc Besson. 86. The movie Tron was one of the first to use computer-generated graphics alongside live action. 87. In the Jungle Book movie, the child actor Mowgli was really floating in a river with animated animals. 88. The Ghostbusters movie had a ghost that was removed from the final version because it was too scary. 89. In the Invisible Man movie, the scenes where he removes his clothes were filmed with an actor in a black suit against a black background. 90. Edward Scissorhands has scenes where Johnny Depp's castle is actually a scale model. 91. In the Star Wars movie The Empire Strikes Back, the actor for Boba Fett was a professional horseman who designed his own movement style. 92. The Grand Budapest Hotel movie is inspired by the writings of Stefan Zweig, although it is not a direct adaptation. 93. In Coraline, every doll was handmade and had its own set of minuscule clothing. 94. The movie Black Swan used mirrors in almost every scene to reflect the protagonist's duality. 95. In the Star Wars movie The Last Jedi, the crystals in the cave are actually salt from a real mine. 96. The movie Mad Max, Fury Road, uses almost no digital effects. 90% of what you see is real. 97. In the Irishman movie, Robert De Niro's rejuvenation was achieved with pioneering facial capture technology. Tested 98. The Others movie has a sound trick where the characters hear ghosts, but in reality, they are the ones who are dead. 99. In Inception, the spinning top at the end does not fall, but the sound suggests it starts to wobble. 100. The Star Wars movie A New Hope was saved in the editing room. The original version was so confusing that it almost wasn't released. If these 100 game-changing facts have blown your mind, subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. And now on the screen, you have 2 videos that you're sure to love.